Why you wanna run away? Why you gotta be afraid?
It's feeling like old YouTube. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Monica. I am going to be a 6th year special education teacher in Wisconsin, and it's Saturday. Don't know what exact date it is because I forgot my watch. Again, feeling like old YouTube because that always happens on a Saturday. Sitting in the TJ Maxx parking lot, drinking pumpkin spice. It's the very first Saturday of pumpkin spice season. It came out on Tuesday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 5 days. And this is the 3rd time I've had it in those 5 days. So yeah, I'm a big fan of the pumpkin. Also got the 6 pumpkin munchkins because it is the perfect like pumpkin-y donut with a little light glaze. It's just delicious. We got big plans today. I've got, big plans today. Got my backpack right there, which means, OMG, we be going to school. Classroom is not done. I don't think it'll be done by Meet the Teacher, and that's the day they told me now for the new timeline, but I guess we'll go and see. I was at a meeting on Tuesday, and they were telling me timelines and stuff, and, well, it doesn't seem so promising. I looked in the classroom, and I really want to go to school today because I need to measure some things out, because if everything does go to plan, and I need to be moving my stuff in the morning of Meet the Teacher, I'm going to have a million people wanting to help me because I have 3 paras and I have a student teacher. That's its own little bit of chaos. Oh my God. And they're all going to be like, hey, where do you want this? And I'm like, I have no idea. I've never been in this room before. It's a whole new room setup. You can't just ask me to set up a room on the spot like that. So I want to go in and measure some of my larger furniture things. So like my desk, like my cube organizers, even though I could get that off the internet, but sometimes that's not very accurate. I have 4 filing cabinets, 3 of the same size, and 1 is kind of a wonkier, and like in my head I kind of know what I want, but I would love to have it just actually down on PowerPoint or something of exactly where things are going and if the measurements are going to fit. I've been to school plenty of times this summer since the walls went up, but I haven't been able to get in there and measure because there's just been people painting or like plumbing people, and I don't want to be in there measuring, even though I'm sure they could tell me. I don't know, it's just kind of awkward. I'd rather just go on a Saturday and do it myself. And so summer is running out. I know the vast majority of you guys are already back in school. I really need to figure out what the date is. Okay, it's August 20th. So I think Meet the Teacher is the 30th, I think. So today's the 20th. I believe Meet the Teacher is the 30th. So 10 days, really 9 if you consider that Saturday is like midway over right now and Meet the Teacher is in the middle of the day also. 9 days to finish my classroom and you'll see the state of it. And it's, in my opinion, it's not looking good. I don't see how it's getting done, but they promised me it would. Now that doesn't mean that I'm gonna have tables or any of the bulletin boards or whiteboards up. The floors are done and the walls are painted so that all the gunk is off the walls from when they tore the chalkboards off, just so that it's presentable enough to get my stuff out of the hallway and into the room. The plan is to still not have parents in my room on Meet the Teacher, because if I have 6 hours to put a classroom together, it's not going to be good. I'm envisioning just one giant pile in the middle while I try to maneuver things, but I guess we'll see. So gonna finish my donuts and then go into TJ Maxx. We'll see what they got. Then we'll run over to Target, and then I need to go to the mall and get my ring cleaned. It doesn't even seem like that long ago because I remember I was videoing that day too. My ring's under warranty, so if you go in every 6 months to get it cleaned or repaired or whatever, then it stays under warranty, and if you don't, then it falls off the warranty. So I've lost a couple stones already because it like sticks up pretty far. It sticks up pretty far, so the stones falling out were totally free for them to repair and place and such, so that's a good deal. And then after the mall, we'll probably pop over to Hobby Lobby and see what they have, and then we'll get some lunch, and then we'll come to the classroom and have some fun. Also, with those filing cabinets I mentioned, I'm envisioning that they are near the door, and I kind of point that out when we walk into the room, so that the filing cabinets are kind of being used as like a separator. But when I contact papered them, they'd been connected to the wall, I don't know, for 10-15 years, so I couldn't reach the back, and I had no intention of ever reaching the back of the filing cabinets because I've been told plenty of times in the past that the special education room is my little section of closets and it's never changing. And then we get a new principal and bam, 2nd year in and we're changing. All of my hallway station chaos kind of contributed to getting me a new classroom, which is kind of exciting. I mean, and there's other factors too, but you know, just seeing the sheer amount of my children everywhere, I think was a very good help to my cause. So I want to put my contact paper on those filing cabinets. But if I remember the last time I was at school, the filing cabinets are like pushed up against a wall because they're filled with books. So they haven't been moved forever for a reason, because they're ridiculously heavy. And I believe my contact paper is in the drawer of one of those filing cabinets. So we'll see if I can get my arm in there enough to open the drawer and get it out. Otherwise, we'll just probably have to wait until later. I don't know. We're gonna see. It's gonna be a fantastic day, guys. Come run some errands with me and let's go hang out in the classroom for a little bit. Woo! So my favorite kind of joggers to wear to Walmart, they're the Apana brand. Got a little spot right there. $4. That's wonderful for Walmart pants. Okay, so I'm a TJ Maxx credit card holder, so I only spent $11 in there because I had two $10 rewards to spend, so that was kind of nice. When we're in the thick of the school year, I literally come home if it's not a Walmart night and I just like immediately put on pajamas. So I found these Juicy Couture, so 2010 me is screaming. But they're so soft, like, I don't know, bathrobe soft. It stays that soft after it's washed. So these were $12.99 for a 2-pack, but the pink is like the velvet with like the typical like juicy on the butt. Awesome kid was just like eyeing me up. Keep walking, sir. Found this headband. Technically it's the kids collection, but I don't know, my head's pretty average size and it fits just fine. So it's floral with a little bit of glitter, $2. And then I found those brown pants that I showed you. And then I found this little butterfly top. So for $1, this is like the exact sort of like fun little thing I'll just throw on under a dress. Just spice up my life because that's my brand of fun. You know, I would say that I wear some pretty questionable things, but it's pretty sad when I won't even wear something like that. And that's like what all of Target is. Every time I'm here, it's just like, what in the world? What grown woman wants to wear that? Unless you want to be Lilo and Stitch for Halloween. I mean, that would be applicable. So Target was an absolute bust. I bought 2 things of snacks for when we get to the classroom. And then I wanted my Trenta lemonade, but they didn't have any strawberry acai base, which the other Starbucks near me also has been out of that because that's what I wanted yesterday too, and they didn't have it. A little arts and crafts moment with these big letters that are all $7. Okay, my friends, so this is what my room used to be. Like, this was my little library corner right here where I had some of the bookcases. And now this is one room. We go next door. Beautiful stain on the carpet. Yep, that's from my children. So here's our old wooden cabinet. Used to be my file cabinets right here. So this is a room. And then this was like the bigger portion of my room. So it's kind of crazy to see it now back into 3 rooms. So all of this chaos, yes, that would be all of my stuff. And then here in the library, this is all mine too. Yay. That's our new gen ed district-wide curriculum, which is kind of exciting because it's K through 12. And as I've said in previous vlogs, we haven't had a reading curriculum in forever. And now here's my new room. And keep in mind, school is starting very soon, but they painted, which is exciting because the walls were pretty gross looking. So that's a good thing. So 9 days to meet the teacher. So yeah, they painted the walls, but they're gonna need to do another coat because you can see where the glue was from the old chalkboards there and there. So I asked if they would paint this cabinet white for me just to go with everything else. So you can see, I mean, I don't know what they're doing with that. And the flooring should all be coming in time. Hopefully, maybe that's those boxes, but the best part is, before this was the art room, this was the library, and I think they had computers or something here. So like, look at all of those outlets. That's so exciting. So smartboard will be on that wall. Previously it was here, which is why there's all these weird bracket things, which I guess they should get rid of because I don't need that. So I'm getting a washer and dryer. So I'm assuming that's this corner. So I would like to do like the paras area over here, just so then if they want to take a break and they can just stay in the room and have like their own little desk area. But I mean, they'll share. I don't need 3 desks. That would be insane. But yeah, definitely a bigger space than what I had, but still like considered a small classroom by our district sizes just because our school was old. So oh yes, tile. That's exciting. So this must be the bathroom tile. Oh my gosh, look how nice that looks.
probably toilet, sink, shower, changing tables here. So maybe that's connections. I don't know. Woo! However, I love the handprints up there. Wow, that is something. So I'm hoping that this wall is like sturdy enough that I could put a whiteboard or a bulletin here. And then since the smartboard's over there, like the tables and stuff would kind of be centered this way. I ordered 3 tables and I'll have 3 desks in here just for my students that need more space. So 9 days to go, my friends. I also was really, really hoping they would accidentally break this shelf thing because it's ugly, and look at that brown. Can you say 60s? Why, yes, you can. But I also asked if they'd paint this white, so at least if I have to stay with this, that they would paint this white, and I'll contact paper at the top, so hopefully. But yeah, here's the state of the room with 9 days to go to meet the teacher, and they tell me it'll be done. Okie dokie. So I'm hanging out in a teacher bestie's classroom. I really wanted to start doing those letters I bought and these little gems, but then I went looking for my hot glue gun, found it, and remembered I don't have any glue for it because I borrowed it to the 5th graders for their end of the year project, and they used all my glue. So I'm gonna have to go get some glue, which means going to Walmart. What day is today? Saturday? So tomorrow I work tomorrow. Good. I brought in my paper for the bulletin board that I'm going to do. So here's our idea. I'm going to put my face and my paras and my student teachers' faces on the trolls because our school theme is kindness rocks. I don't like doing what everybody else does. These trolls are like rocks, right? And I show my paras in there all about it. So it'll be fun. So this is from Enchanted Learners. I just find it so funny that I am currently in the process of printing out things for a bulletin board when, you know, that said bulletin board is sitting in the hallway. So eating my leftovers from lunchtime. Ice has melted in the coffee, but that's not surprising. I now have my writing board totally ready to go. I've got my math talk board ready to go. It just needs to be cut, magnets put on it, and the whiteboard that I ordered for it to actually come. My news to you board will be ready. I'm using the same stuff that I did last year. I'm just putting it on a bigger board and changing the background and the border. So I'm at the point now where I'm like really tempted to try to put my stuff on a bulletin board, even though it's not attached to the wall. I don't know if that's a bad idea or not, because obviously you'd be stapling the background and the border into the board. So I feel like it would be okay. I think I'm gonna come to school on Monday and just hang out because I really don't feel like working at Walmart. I'm kind of over it. You know, I've spent enough of my summer there. And just spend some time with my teacher friends. We start getting paid contract time Thursday, but I have a meeting on Tuesday that I'm getting paid for too. So it's really only 2 days this week that I have free. And I genuinely enjoy just hanging out in my classroom and talking to my teacher friends, just because so many of us are coming in the building and such. And there's hopefully a lot of big things happening in the classroom this week. I mean, if they expect it to be done by next week, miracles are going to be happening in there. So if you ever assembled a bulletin board without bulletin board being attached to the wall, let me know down below. So I'm looking for your advice, but then I'll ask my janitor and see if it's just a ridiculous idea or if it will save me time in the long run, so that when the room is done, I can just have him like drill the bulletin boards into the wall and they'll already be assembled. So I've measured all of my stuff, like my bookcases, my desk, all of my various cube organizer things. And so here's the filing cabinets, and you can see like this one right here. This must have been an outside edge. So I'm hoping that, so imagine this is like the classroom door kind of, so that there's like a little tunnel as they come in, and then this back would be facing the rest of the room, if that makes any sense at all. So I want to contact paper the back of these so that I can push my desk up against the back of this, because I measured and it's like the perfect length. Because I'm going to be honest, I rarely sit at my desk, but if I do, it's at the end of the day. So I want to like maximize my space as much as possible. And well, I think it'll work. Unfortunately, the file cabinets are directly against the wall and they're very heavy, so I can't get the contact paper out, but I will do it sometime this week, maybe, if my janitor's here. I also don't want to make extra work for him, and having him move this just for the reason of putting contact paper on is kind of ridiculous, but I mean, he likes me. We're buddies. These videos are also very helpful for me when I'm going back and trying to remember like how many organizers and stuff I have. So like the game one, this was under the smart board. This was under my desk for my feet, basically, and my snacks. I think these two were like student supply centers, reading stuff, kids supplies. I think this was one of the reading ones. This one's a math one, that one's a math one. I think these were reading. I think that was a math one. So they were able to take my bulletin boards off the wall with the stuff on it. So maybe it can stay. We'll see. I'll have to talk to my janitor. I'm gonna pack up though and go home, stop at McDonald's and get a Coke because I'm addicted. And I'm gonna go and edit this video because I'm at a standstill. I need to remember to get glue for my glue gun. And then I'll be back here on Monday. We can hang out some more and do a little arts and crafts. And hopefully there'll be more progress made in the room. I mean, that's all I can hope for is more progress. So thanks guys for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video.